All right, so we are wrapping up week 9. Week 9. Let's go ahead and jump on the scales and see how you guys did last week.
$210.9, Svetlana.
Katie, 181.0.
Rosie Mercedes, 142.8.
239.3. Angela, 265.7.
235.0.
All right, I have some standings here, And after 9 weeks, you guys have lost a crap ton of weight. And in 6th place, down 10 pounds, 4.08%, our pregnant mama, Miss Anya. Good job. In 5th place, down 19.7 pounds, almost 20 pounds, 8.54%, Svetlana. Almost 20 pounds. In 4th place, down 23 pounds, 8.76%, Carmen. In 3rd place, down 28.3 pounds, 9.62%, Angela. Awesome job. In 2nd place, down 26.6 pounds, 12.81%, Katie. And I don't know what she's doing out there in the Caribbean, but our biggest loser this week on vacation in Puerto Rico with her family, down a total of 23 pounds, 13.85%. She lost 6 pounds this week, I think. I had to watch it like 2 or 3 times to make sure I was like getting it right. 13.85%, Rosie. I think she just got into the 140s and now she's almost.
It's because I'm happy.
I'm like,
because I'm happy. It's because I'm happy.
Because you're happy, you're getting rest, your body's like, oh. I was so thinking about that as you were saying all that, because stress, lack of sleep, cortisol levels play a role in our metabolism, our weight loss, all the things. And so awesome job, Rosie. So this week, we have no doubt this is going to be one of your favorite episodes. And this is something that all of us need. All of us need our cups filled up. All of us need to, from time to time, because think about it. So often, especially as women, career women, mothers, daughters, friends, we give and we give. For baby parents, we give and we give and we give and we give, and we pour from a cup, and we can't pour from an empty cup. We cannot pour from an empty cup. And so it's really important for us to have places and people where we can get our cup filled up, where we can get encouragement. And I got to tell you, encouragement is something that most people feel like they're lacking. In a poll, more than 90% of people said, if asked, do you get enough encouragement? More than 90% of people said, no, I do not get enough encouragement. I need more encouragement. And a couple of things when it comes to encouragement, one of the keys to getting encouragement is giving encouragement. It's that whole reaping and sowing, the law of reaping and sowing. And I can remember feeling convicted one time. I was in a situation and I was seeing someone else get like super duper encouraged. And I was having a moment of like, oh, they always get all this encouragement. Like, I don't ever get encouraged. Like, I need more encouragement. And all of a sudden, as I was internally complaining about someone else's encouragement, I got this spirit of conviction come over me of, well, if you want more encouragement, why don't you try giving more encouragement? And it was like, well, I guess that law works for giving. I thought, okay, fine. That's it. I believe in the law of reaping and sowing. So from here on out, I am going to become the biggest, baddest, bestest encourager I know. I'm going to encourage so many people like, yeah. So I took on this challenge, and my whole goal was to encourage 10 people every single day. And I started doing that. And I had to, 5 of them had to be people I didn't know. And thank goodness it was a social media back even then, because you know, I can't imagine taking on that challenge 30, because I 30 years ago when there was no social media, and then, you know, you would have to leave the house every day to encourage 10 people. So it might be through text, it might be through phone call, it might be through social media, but it was like, no, you are going to encourage 10 people every single day. And I got to tell you, I did it not knowing. I believed in the law of reaping and sowing, but not knowing if, you know, more out to test it, right? Test it and let's really see. And the wildest thing happened is I started giving more encouragement. And then all of a sudden I started receiving more encouragement, like very, very quickly. And so I'm going to tell you, the key to getting more encouragement is not whining. It's not complaining. It's giving it. And when you become a really good encourager, here's the wild thing that happens. Encouraging someone actually encourages your soul. Encouraging somebody actually encourages your heart, your spirit, your inner human. And so you're giving encouragement, but it's encouraging you. So a sign of needing more encouragement is always a sign that we're not giving enough. But then here's the second thing that happens when it comes to encouragement is it really kind of puts a mirror in front of our face. Because a lot of times, a lot of people want more encouragement, but a lot of times we struggle with receiving it. We struggle with receiving compliments. We struggle with receiving encouragement. And if we struggle with receiving encouragement, it always is a mirror on what we think of ourselves. It always shows us what we think of ourselves, because it's very hard to believe something that we don't think someone else is being genuine if we don't believe it. So for instance, when a husband tells his wife, you're the most beautiful woman in the world, or you're hot, or you're sexy, or you're this, or you're that, and we look in the mirror and we don't see that, we cannot possibly think he's being honest. So he must be putting on, lying, because haven't you seen me? I'm clearly not the most beautiful woman in the world. And why? What do you want? You're just trying to get some. You're just doing this. You're just doing that. Well, how do you know what his eyes see? And so when we receive encouragement, it's a chance for us to receive something that somebody else sees in us. And just like we've talked about this entire season, words are seed. And this up here, the most powerful thing we possess, is like potting soil. And we get to determine what seeds get planted. And so often we reject the positive ones and we take on the negative ones. So we choose not to believe the good ones, but we choose to believe the bad ones, which makes no sense. So tonight, you're going to practice receiving. So you're going to be able to, a couple crazy cool things are going to happen tonight. Number one, you're all going to get to be the encourager. So you're going to get to be like the water in the desert for somebody else. Because when you become an encourager, man, you are like a people magnet. People want to be around you and they don't even know why. Encouragement is a form of leadership. It's a form of leadership. Good leaders, great leaders are great encouragers. So you're going to have a chance to give encouragement. And then you're also going to have a chance to receive encouragement. And just like when we were talking about the negative seeds last week and a couple weeks before that, and we were saying if somebody says something that you're like, no, it's irks. I reject that crap, or I don't receive that. You don't allow those seeds to get planted. But on the flip side of that, when someone says something positive, it's thank you. I receive that. Thank you. I received that. Like I received those seeds. I'm going to water those seeds. I can't wait. Like I'm excited just to hear you guys encourage one another. Like I've been so excited all day for this. Like anyway. All right. So we are going to begin the most encouraging episode of the season, our secret encouraging Santa. And Miss Katie, you're going to be kicking us off. So Miss Katie, who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
I am secret encouraging Santa, Miss Svetlana. So, Svetlana, S is for sincere. You say what you mean, and you mean what you say, and you are honest and straightforward in what you say, which is a very trustworthy trait that I admire, and I know other people do. V is for victorious. You are winning in all areas of your life. You work very hard, and you are constantly overcoming and making positive changes to do things differently. And so it just shows how much you are willing to grow and learn. You're a wonderful mom, a reliable employee, and a loving wife, and an incredible sister. So E is for energetic. You wear many, many hats in your life, and you give your all to your work, to this program, yourself, and to your family, and to us, which I really appreciate. T is for thankful. It is obvious that you are thankful for what you have in your life and that you appreciate those around you. And it's obvious the way that you serve them and show up for them. L is for listener. You listen well to others, and you give great feedback and advice, which makes you a wonderful friend. A, the A's were a little hard. Like, how do you do A? If anybody else did a thing. Anyway, A, I found one, anchored. You are anchored in your faith, and it's a great example of stability for others to follow. You always reach back to that, and it helps keep you grounded, and I really admire that. N is for never boring. I love your laugh and your sense of humor and your ability to make all of us laugh also. And A is for acing. You are acing this program with your consistency and your dedication, and I really admire how you do all things with an excellent and big heart.
Wow, thank you, Katie, so much for all those words, and I receive every single one of them. Thank you. I was gonna say, don't make me cry, but you already did. So.
Sorry, I know I'm looking for my tissue. I don't have it.
Next up, our secret encouraging Santa is Miss Svetlana. And Miss Svetlana, who are you encouraging tonight?
Angela. So Angela, I did the name thing too. It just makes it simple because I'm not just picking random things to tell you, but actually thinking it through. So A is for amazing mom, amazing wife, amazing cast member, and it's been a pleasure to get to know you. N is for non-judgmental. So when we kind of talk about our cheats, our struggles, our doubts on our polos, your responses are very kind and never judgmental. G, G is for Gia. Gia, she is such a big part of your life. In fact, a lot of us can say our kids are our life sometimes. We have slowly kind of gotten to know her over the past, 9 weeks, and she is adorable. You post pictures, and I agree with Katie, your face just lights up when you're talking to her, when you're playing with her, when you're always with her. So like they say, the days sometimes do seem long, but the years are short. So I'm sure we will see Gia more. And you're doing this whole journey for her, and she I know without a shadow of a doubt that she is so proud of you. E is enthusiastic. You are so enthusiastic about this weight that you are releasing, my friend. And it seems to really motivate you and drive you, and you're enthusiastic about the future and super enthusiastic about Bar Blend. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Now it's tied with my other program that I want to do. So keep that enthusiasm, because it helps. L, I did decide to go with L for Leo, because he also is a very, very big part of your life. And we only know him a little bit from like the steak salad that he makes you and stuff, but it's amazing. Having a husband that is super supportive is huge. It's huge. And so he sees the results, and I think it was worth a letter to shout out to Leo, because they are a big part of your life. A is for accepting. You are very open-minded, and I can see that because when you give advice to us, sometimes when we share certain struggles, you are very open-minded, and you give different ideas and share different perspectives to things. I did the last name too, so you will bear with me, guys. It wasn't enough letters to describe Angela. So S is for sassy. You are a very sassy girl, and you are hilarious. Kind of like this morning, I did have to laugh. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm kind of telling you what to try. Like that was funny. And little things like that, you're just very bring some humor to the group, and you're always smiling too. I couldn't decide between smiling, and when you have a very genuine smile, you're just a gorgeous face to listen to. H is for healthy. We are all now very healthy. It's a very, it is a health journey in essence, and we came to this program to change our life, transform our health, and we are learning to become, changing our mindset and become the healthiest person that we can be for our families, and that is mentally and physically too. R is for resilient. You, my friend, are very resilient. You have shared some of your recent struggles and the valleys that you've went through and faced some dark days, but you have overcome. You've come out on the other end, and the fact that you had enough courage and bravery to even apply to this program just shows how resilient you are, and you will get to the end. We know that because you are so motivated. O is for observant and optimistic. And I see that because you tend to draw out little details from our messages and reply to those. And it's very commendable. And it shows that you're observant and take the time to listen and reply. So thank you for that. Y is for yourself. So I think most of us will agree that you were initially quite reserved in your communication with us, but then you just just one polo, you're like, okay, you're just there. And I think if we didn't see your face, we wouldn't maybe be able to connect that, but your face is just so much more free and relaxed. And don't ever change for anybody. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you need to change something about yourself, because we all love you just the way you are. And I'll write Mars. Yay. E is for esteemed. Esteemed, and I would want to add, like, to those who really matter, not the naysayers, but to us, your family, to Leah and to Gia and to Leo. You are esteemed. We respect you. We respect what you're doing for your health, for your life, and that matters. Let's see, we're at the end. R, that was a kind of hard one, but I went with radiant. You are radiant. You have gained so much confidence. You've seen the results. You're getting positive results. And that confidence, just like Carmen was saying, is just making you so much more attractive. And just being vulnerable with all of us also, we just love it and we appreciate it and we appreciate who you are. And we'll see you later.
Well, I do receive that shit. No, I do. Thank you so much. And hopefully they just put black like it did on my screen. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate all of that. It was very thoughtful and I'm glad you did the last name. So
Angela, who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
Carmen, I did something a little different. I know that you're very in touch with your French side, so I did look up some French quotes. But when I realized like Carmen's my person, the very first thing that came to mind was that you're compassionate and kind, open-minded. I'm getting there. All right, stay. Hopefully. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's get back to that now. Open-minded, dependable. You are almost always the first one. You get your stuff done. You do it. Everyone's like, Carmen's on vacation. She wasn't, where's she at today? I'm like, she's probably resting. You're honest, sensitive, courteous, cat loving, and courageous. And courageous, there was a quote I found that is a French quote. I'm going to try to say this one, not all of them, only this one in French. And I'm going to butcher it, but I'm doing it for you. All right. So maybe tell me if you understand. All right. À cœur vaillant, rien du impossible.
Un cœur vaillant, rien d'impossible.
Yes.
Good job.
With enough courage, one can do the impossible. So I do think you're courageous for several reasons. You've expressed many things that you've gone through that have been very difficult for you. And here you are standing in front of the world, putting all of it aside and making yourself a priority. And I mean, you decided on a whim to do a 5K, which takes a lot of guts. And I'm thinking in addition to everything you're doing, let's see what else. You're determined. I have another quote I'm not going to say in French, but it basically says, the translation is, first we must discern what we want, then we must have the courage to say it, and finally we must have the energy to do it. You are very determined, based on the dependability and every day getting up, and no matter if you have a tiny little blip or anything, you just keep going. And I think that determination is something to be proud of. And I think everybody respects you for that and sees it. And I think it's amazing. To go kind of off of that, another quote, another French quote is, little by little, the bird makes its nest. I don't know if that's one you've heard, probably, but basically, you are, every day you're making these strides, and I think coming out on top, and eventually the nest or this life and, you know, vision that you have will be there, and, you know, you'll have your home, so to speak, but, you know, successful. You just got a promotion. Not only are you being successful with your health, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, but your financial health. I think you already had a great job and now you got that promotion. So that's wonderful. And quote again, guys, get ready. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. And that is clear that you are just so focused. And I think you have more promotions in your future. I can just feel it. Let's see, you're generous, by the way, and so sweet. I mean, here you are doing this thing, eating all this healthy food. It's hard, but you're still over there making macaroons for everyone, baking for the person, taking this one out for their birthday. I mean, you know, you're a very kind and sweet and wonderful person. And I think that you should really look in the mirror and be proud of that, because this world can be, you know, the way it can be. And despite any of that, you're still this really amazing and kind person. And I appreciate that about you. Another quote that I kind of thought tied into this, and especially for you, is it takes a lot of audacity, but also a lot of skill to show yourself as you are. And to me, I think that you are quite courageous and audacious in a wonderful way. You know, you get out there and you do it. I mean, I'm still stuck on this 5K thing that you decided to just randomly pick up. But putting it out there on social media, not only are you doing that, you're sending it to your friends. You know, you're like, this is what I'm doing, and I'm, you know, about it. And that's great. So to kind of end this off or bring it to the end, there was a couple more quotes that I liked a lot. French people have all the quotes, great ones. But the meaning in equivalent, English equivalent is, it's as good as done. It means like if someone asks you to do something, you say it's as good as done, which I guess is kind of like Americans, you know, have taken from that as well. But it's an assurance that the task will take priority. And I think that it's good as done is definitely in the books for you. You're going to Paris. It's good as done. You're going to be the way that you want to be in Paris. And I'm just so proud of you. And I think you're really such an awesome, wonderful person. Like, I think everyone can agree on that. Like, you are just so, you know, we love you. And the one thing I want to leave off here is there's only one thing that can make a dream impossible: the fear to fail. And I don't believe you have that. And if you do, you better nip it in the bud, because you're not going to fail. We love you.
Thank you. I received that, Angela. That was awesome. I wish I could like just reach through the screen and give you a hug. Thank you so much.
All right, Carmen, who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
I am secret encouraging Anya. So Anya is someone, you are truly remarkable. You are no longer a wallflower, but a radiant blossom, ready to shine with confidence and grace. With a goal as simple as wearing a belly ring and one as profound as being a better mother, you embody your journey of self-discovery with the help of your faith. You will no longer hear your children say, "Mommy is already tired," because you're bursting with energy, always ready to play and engage with them. You are working tirelessly during your pregnancy, determined to set yourself up for success. Your perseverance is unwavering, even through the waves of nausea that sometimes come with this journey. You are authentic, kind, and have an unshakable bond with your husband, built on love and humor. You are funny, uplifting, encouraging, always finding a way to bring joys to those around you. No longer will you be on blood pressure medication as you're transforming your health for your family's sake. You are becoming the best version of yourself, a mom who leads by example, no longer sidelined, but fully present and vibrant. Your creativity, determination, and dedication shine through in everything you do. You are beautiful inside and out, a true badass who will not self-sabotage, but put yourself first, embracing your worth and potential. You will look and feel confident in your new clothes, reflecting the inner transformation that is taking place. Your radiance is undeniable, your spirit unstoppable. You are setting a powerful example, showing us all what it means to rise, to persevere, and to become the best version of oneself. Let's celebrate your journey, your strength, and your incredible heart. You are not just changing your life, you are lighting the way for others to follow. And I think you're awesome.
Oh, thank you, Carmen. I think you're awesome too. That is very sweet. Thank you. It was nice hearing encouraging words and to believe them alongside of you. Thank you so much.
All right. So Miss Rosie, who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
Miss Katie, I want to let you know how truly admirable you are. You are an amazing mother. Like your love for your boys, being a mom of boys, your love for them, it's contagious. Your perseverance and your willingness to blossom in the season that you're in, it's truly inspiring. Your ability to push through all the obstacles life has shown you in the last few years is admirable. You, in this world, we need more women like you to be leaders, to show us the younger generation and the moms that are struggling that you can do hard things. Like, if there's one thing I truly love and admire about you, is your strength. How you show up every single day in this group, and no matter where life is going with 6 boys, you still show up with a smile, you encourage, you uplift, and you kick ass. Your personality, it's so welcoming. You show much grace to everyone, and you're always happy. You're always with a smile that is contagious. And this is something that I truly admire, and it's something that it's just admirable to see someone with so much joy and so much love to give to the world, even in your darkest time. Your spirit is contagious. I seen you with your boys last month was actually really nice. Seeing you happy, seeing you with a smile, seeing you like going on adventures and doing things with them was like, you go, mama. Yes, take them to that tree house. Take them and show them that they have a strong ass mom, that it's going to pull them through and it's going to be there for them every step of the way. Your strength, your heart, your love, your like, how do I say, like your energy is contagious. Your energy, your willingness to push through. I know we spoke at the gym about like ideas of you doing things, and you were like, yeah, I can totally do that, because your willingness to help others and be an inspiration to others it's truly an inspiration to me. I truly admire you so much, And the more I get to know you, the more I have love for you. And I am here through thick and thin, and I cannot wait to see you thrive with your weight loss, with your boys, with your new endeavors, like with your new ideas, with everything that it's going through your beautiful mind. So I truly admire you. I truly am so happy I got to know you personally, not just in the chat. And I truly am here for you 100%. And I cannot wait to see your story at the end of this journey. So I'm here for you, sis. You are an amazing, amazing human. And your boys are so lucky to have such a badass mom to push them through thick and thin, and to bring them to be amazing boys, to one day marry a wonderful woman and teach them teach them from what you have taught them to be the amazing husband and supporting men that they one day will be. So I can't wait to see you be hot and skinny, but I can't wait to see you hot, skinny, and successful. Thank you for being a part of this group. It's been amazing to get to know you.
Ooh, good Lord. I received that, Rosie. Thank you so much. Yes, I can't wait to be hot, skinny, and successful too.
And last, but certainly not least, Miss Anya, who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
I've got my girl Rosie. First of all, when I think of you, these words came to mind. A couple words: vibrant, vivacious, full of life, passionate, kind, selfless, and luxurious. Of course, with a name like Mercedes, I mean, hello. And so I did a couple things. I wrote just more thoughts of you, and I have a poem and a verse. So I'm gonna get through it all. You've come so far, even before starting the show, when I saw just recent pics of you, like a year ago, to see where you were then before this transformation even started, or before our connection in this group. And then to see you now, I'm like, wow, Rosie, like, you're not new to this. You're true to this. Like, you've been on this journey, and this is just, an extra catalyst in your journey. And it was very inspiring. The work that you put into your family, your business, and yourself is remarkable. Your success has not come by chance. You put in the work to be where you are. And I know I don't want to say we're seeing you at a point of success, but we didn't see, the grind, the hard work that it took for you to even be standing here today where you are. So that is very inspiring and admirable. And I've seen you function on little to no sleep while pouring into everybody's cup around you. And I'm so proud of you for putting in the work into yourself to gain the tools to implement the life that you're wanting to have, the life that you already have, but making it even better, creating the time for yourself and your family that you so well deserve. You've put in so much work, and I love to see you reap the benefits and the fruit of your labor. And when I met you in person, you have a way of making people feel beautiful, just being in your presence. And you didn't even have to touch my hair, and it was amazing just talking to you. And let's see, people tell women you can't have it all. And look at you, thriving in your business, thriving as a mom. Of course, as a mom, you always feel like there's more that you can give, that you're probably never going to feel like I've arrived. I've done it all for my children. So, but you are doing what you have to do for them, to take care of them and for yourself. And you're creating your life as we speak. just watching it unfold. And let's see here. Alrighty, so that is that. When I thought of you as well, I felt like you are the epitome of the Proverbs 31 woman. So I'm not going to read the verses, but verse 11, it talked about, you know, how her husband is confident in her. And I thought about all the work that you've put into your marriage, the way you say it's thriving now. And that reminded me of you. And verse 13 talks about your work ethic. Your verse 15 says she gets up while it's still night. I feel like time doesn't apply to you in a sense sometimes, because you're at it, you're coming home, you're like, I came home, this is my checkout, I'm asleep, I'm up in the morning, crack of dawn, and you're going. And 16 through 19 talks about, you know, how business minded, and I just think of how business minded you are, and to reach such a great success already in your journey. And verse 20, it says, she opens her arms to the poor. And I think about all the ways you've given back, just using your hands, what you're good at, the gift that God has given you to give back to others, the charitable events that you've been a part of. And 26, it talks about, it says, she speaks with wisdom and faithful instruction is in her tongue. So just how encouraging you are and how faithful you are, and very inspiring. And so this, lastly but not least, I kind of wrote a poem. I had the words, and Jeremiah helped me put the words into rhymes because he just has a way with words. So here we go. In a world of vibrant hues and laughter that never ends, lives a selfless spirit, a very dear friend, encouraging us all with a heart that is so grand. You encourage us daily with a magical hand, inspiring deeds you achieve without fuss, making the world better for all of us. Your beauty isn't just skin deep, it's true. It's in the laughter you bring out of the blue. You were really funny. When I remember when you popped into the you had me laughing. I don't know what you said. I was like, okay, Rosie, you're hilarious. And so I'll continue. Inspiring smiles and beautiful dreams, you make life more fun than it ever seems. The sapphire in you. This poem is for you with your encouraging might, a beautiful soul, always shining so bright. Love you, girl, my fellow Islander.
Thank you so. I have never heard someone speak so much life into me with so much meaning and so much love. So I received everything you've said to me, Anya. It's been a pleasure to be a friend. Thank you. I receive it. I receive it all.
Yes.
You know what's amazing is to, like, isn't it when someone encourages your soul, from their soul to your soul, isn't it like a magical warm blanket, a hot cup of cocoa, snowing magical, like, isn't it magical? Like what it does inside of you when someone genuinely encourages you, and then how you feel when you receive it. And as this week goes on, I want you to remember and remind yourself of what somebody else sees in you. And when doubt pops up, when craziness pops up, when any of those things pop up, for you to go back and say, no, I'm pretty remarkable. I'm pretty amazing. I am a pretty neat, amazing, cool, out of this world human being who's doing great things and bringing joy and life and whatever it is into this world. To remind yourself of those things, to hold on to those words, and even to receive them. And, you know, feel free to send them to each other, you know, whether it's taking a photo of it or typing it out or shooting it over through email so that they have it. So, because listen, we're all going to have different seasons. Some seasons are filled with, it's like the land of milk and honey. And then other times there's droughts and deserts. And in those droughts and deserts and those moments in time where we don't feel the best, we need to be reminded. We need to be reminded of these things. And so I want to close with this, and it's a poem called Enough. And it says, "You have what it takes. You are strong. You are strong enough. You are brave enough. You are capable enough. You are worthy enough. It's time to stop thinking otherwise and start believing in yourself, because no one else has the dreams that you do. No one else sees the world exactly like you do. And no one else holds the same magic inside of them that you do. It's time to start believing in the power of your dreams, my beautiful friends. Not next year, not next month, not tomorrow, but now. You are ready and you are enough. You always have been. You are enough."